Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's been a long time, but we are back. So it's been last week in Finland, out to Suomi. Beautiful, beautiful country. I'll talk about that during the flight today. Of course, we had some minor technical difficulties, so we had a slight delay in start the show. I do apologise for that. Normally I'm pretty good at my timing. 30 minutes, definitely way off, but we're back. We're in the UK, streaming. So today taking flights in the Fenix Sim A320, flying in Scandinavian colours from here in Stavanger to Oslo Gardermoen. I actually flew to Gardermoen a couple actually on my outbound flights to Tampere. We'll talk about again. Talk about Finland during the flight today. Also one slight cock-up I had as well during the setup of the stream, which almost sent me to the wrong airport. But yeah, we are behind schedule now, so let's get things up and running. Batteries on, export power set, it is to nav. RD emergency lights, oxygen supply activated, nav lights on position 2, stroke automatic. We are going to not on the fuel points yet, get fuels up. We have one set, system 1 for reference, and that is that. I can go through tail test, so what was that? We'll go over to our tablet and let's start loading our flights. Import from SimBrief. Latin VFR 321. I don't have that aircraft. Default 320 systems. I don't know, so if people want me to look at it, I'll look into it, but I must admit, based on what I've seen so far, it's not my #1 top aircraft to pick. But, again, you guys may have different opinions. But if it's something people want me to look into, then certainly something I'll have to certainly have a look at. Right, so we'll start loading the aircraft. We'll do it in time pack X, menu, start flight. Stavanger to Gardermoen, SK4023. 20,000 cruise, flight time is only 40 minutes, nice short trip today, departure approximately 24. 320, 120 passengers, the aircraft has Wi-Fi, it's in the Scandinavian 320, there's no seatback entertainments. I can't remember what sort of maybe volume music, the answer is I do not. We certainly have a safety briefing for them. Yes to snacks, no to meals, customs cards are required, flight numbers will continue, and passengers start boarding. Same for last time. So that'll do all the fuel, passengers and numbers for us, thank you very much. Jump over to the departure performance, and let's grab our load sheet. Keenan, thanks to yours there. Love Fenix Stream Story, best aircraft. Thank you very, very much, dude. You are a superstar. Thank you very much. Right, so let's get ourselves up and running. Thank you there to Diego. 18 months. 18 months. Another month, dude. How you doing? Well, I hope you're doing well. Do you love the 350 now? We'll talk about the 350. We will definitely talk about 350. Don't you worry there, Diego. So once we're airborne, we'll talk about Finland, what I did out there, the aircraft I flew, which included the 738, the A320, and the A350. And my word, what an aircraft that was. Right, ENZV to ENGM. This time plugging in Oslo Gardermoen. Before my premiere into Oslo from Stansted, I actually stopped in Leeds Bradford in there. Echo Golf with a mic. Realised like half the flight, oh wait, my stars are missing, the runways are wrong, I've plugged the wrong airport in. Flight number is, call sign says Scandinavian 55 Delta, SAS 55D. Well, I know rest for minutes. And cost of next today is 12, cruising altitude at flight level 290, so quite low cruise for quite a short flight. 0 into gravity, we'll grab that from our load sheets. And our flight plan, our 0 fuel weight today is 61.5. Our center of gravity is going to be 29.8. 61.5, 29.8. So that's what I was thinking as well, Danny. It's not default, it's an aircraft kind of built for Xbox. It's not really a PC kind of top simulation product. Give them credit, console do need more airplanes. 321 years not a bad place to go. I actually flew the 321 year as well. Flew the epic routes from London Heathrow to Glasgow. A well utilised routes for a long distance aeroplane. Block fuel today, 5.0. Yeah, it's an aircraft predominantly built for less simulation fidelity and certainly more for the Xbox market, in my opinion. Flight plan, not too long today, starting off with Uplive. I hate it when this does that. Never remember the correct place to stick the first waypoint. Is it there? Yes. Uplive, we fly the Zulu 132 to Oscom. Am I in virtual airlines? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I used to do quite a few virtual airlines, but I've got the freedom to just do my own routes with PackX these days. Ripam. Right, insert that. Departure, expecting runway 36 on the uplev 1 hotel, expecting runway 01 left on arrival, Ripam 3 Lima. There's no seat at the moment, so this is going to be on Unicom, so we'll go straight in for the runway 36 uplev departure. Plug that all in, insert that. Is that plug instead? Yes, it is on the hotel, perfect. Just greet the passengers and then prepare the rest to set up. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Scandinavian flights 4023 from here in Stavanger to Oslo Gardermoen. Flight time today, only 40 minutes, nice short halt for you as we take you across Norway. So far the weather not looking too great, lots of rain and wind in the way, but we'll give an update close to our destination with how weather looks in Oslo. Sit back, relax, enjoy your flights. Any questions, feel free to get your camera crew on board today. Thank you. Average just misses the aeroplane. 320 to our right. And we are using a freeware scenery front plus not two. And not quite Stokka as I thought it would have been. So yeah. Originally going to do a flight from Stokka, which is actually slightly further north of it. Scenery wasn't working, and I realised I actually set everything up the wrong airport anyway, so flight's not two's rescue with a freeware scenery. Right, you go to Atsu, AOC accepts the flight plan. AOC menu received, so there'll be a load sheet in here. No load sheets yet apparently. We'll wait that then. Go to performance and let's set up our departure today. See the weather and calculates. So V1 137, rotate 140, V2 140. That's 1. Teachers down 0.3, and flex temp is 60. Flight production at 110. 110. So 137, 140, 140, 160. 10, 10, stroke 10, 10. I've not tried them with Accessory 10 yet, Mike. I have heard good things about that one though, I must say. I have heard good things. Right, transition action on departure today. That's going to be correctly at 7,000 feet. Again, departure pretty standard. Departs, make the right hands, left hands turn, and then it has up lev, which allows you to continue on your way. Mind fly just directs up level on departure. Again, no traffic at the moment, apart from the guy to my right, who we can see with them on Unicom. Speaking of which, let's get our Unicom up and running. Nice and simple to do a lot of talking for us. So we are at stand. Does it give us stand numbers on the gate, or do we just plug it in manually? Does not, does it? They're pushing back now. We're at stand 18, there you go. So stand 18. Taxiing to the runway. That'll be via so hotel onto Golf holding Echo 1. Hotel Golf Echo 1. Runway 36. Departure on the upper one hotel. Transition 7,000. So as soon as ready, we'll go straight on to that. I'll give you a new mouse with a quite. I love this mouse, Gary. Great mouse. No seats today, so we're straight up to level 290. Let's grab the ATIS on departure. Let's grab the meter. ENZV. There we go, Stavanger.
Winds 270 at 3 knots, visibility 9 kilometers, temperature 13 degrees Celsius. Dew point 12 degrees Celsius. Altimeter 1022. Light rain. Few clouds at 300 feet. Broken layer at 600 feet. Winds 270 at 3 knots.
So that's our weather information today. No information tag with it since there's no TC. RS is aligned, so we check our flight plan. Initially don't receive messages yet. No notion yet. Alright, flight plan. Step by step, that's our departure path sends us then pretty much straight line to Oslo. Yep. And then put our start once we are airborne. To be fair, they've rotated short enough, probably just plug it on the ground. Go on then. Right, so yeah, looking at runway, it was 01 for arrival. Yeah, 01 left, Ripham 3 Lima. 01 left, Ripham 3 Lima. That's reporting, thank you very much. No brakes, discontinuities, there is not. Like our top of climb, top of descent are within 5 minutes of each other today. 5 minutes of cruise.
23 with service to Oslo. Our flight time will be roughly 40 minutes.
Right, APU can start. Movements on.
All devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seatbacks must be
yeah, Gary's here every so often, Danny. He's a moderator on the channel, he just chats. Great guy, absolutely love talking to him. Completely retaught me to 1037, which has been a big help in the sim, so yes, a lot of respect, Gary, a lot of respect. What did you think about -401 feet landing? To set, not so much about the landing, what was the G's you pulled? How heavy was the landing in terms of the passenger feeling? Don't care about the feet per minute. What about how much pressure you got in the aeroplane? So passenger boarded, aircraft looking good. APU started. Whoops. The departure page. Pre-plan the pushback, so we get ourselves in position ready. Cool. So all we're waiting now for is the APs come available. Yeah, AP come available. Now it's our pushback attention. There we go. Disconnect from the ground. So Gary GPU, all secured, ready to connect. Press our pushback. Keeping lights on. Announce my Venacom that are ready for push start. Yep, Kingdom, we are on Volanta. So our route on Volanta. Slight extended approach, but that gets us to path into Gardermoen. Yeah, that's our departure. To be fair, yeah, pretty for the whole thing. It's only about like 10 miles across anyway. Target into position. Let's get going, shall we?
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed, and all ground equipment is removed.
Is that...
The parking brakes are set.
Oh.
You may lift.
Ooh, good spot there.
Parking brakes set. Lifting the aircraft.
Oh boy. Cancel pre-plan. Okay, we'll do a pushback manually. See? This is why I need Gary in my streams. He knows everything. I think I don't think I wasn't streaming. I was flying some guys on the IVAO group privately. I think I did something similar where I pushed back onto a start line rather than actually pushing back onto the taxiway. If only Gary wasn't here.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead.
We are cleared for start and push. Parking brake set.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Brake release.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
There we go. Right. Engine to ignition, and let us wait across the line, and then start engine 2. You're a bit of a perfectionist, you can't help yourself. No, Gary, it's always appreciated. Always appreciated.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screens for an important safety demonstration. Thank you for flying with us.
Finally received the message. That'll be the load sheets. So AOC received load sheet. Just accepts that. Right, have we crossed that line? We are just about to. Engine to start. On to the N2. Yes, it's good to be back streaming. I really enjoyed my time out in Finland, but never forgot about you guys. Always keeping close tabs on the chat and everything. I actually got an aircraft land here, just noticed. Right, engine 2 should be available. Engine 1 starts. Cool, that'll do.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Brake set.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set.
And also
Lowering
the
aircraft.
exhaust temperature in the N1. I've never had a problem with the Toolbar Pushback, Jonathan. It gives you the pop-up saying there's a big error, but I have never yet come across an error with it.
Clear to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Oh, they've
Holding position waiting
gone
for
around.
visual.
They've
Thank
cancelled the
you and
approach.
goodbye.
Interesting. Right, so let engine 1 stabilise. Engine 1 available, ignition off, and APU off. Flight control checks. Check the elevators. Looking good. Ailerons. Looking good. Rudder. Looking good. Spoilers up. Spoilers down. That's 1. Taxi lights on. Now it's our taxi intention. Let's get going, shall we? Brake release. Throttle increase. Again, we'll talk more about that in VFR's A321 once we're airborne. I had a few comments about it already. We'll talk about it more once we're in the air. Okay, they've established the runway, so they had slight deviation on their approach path, but they are now established and coming into land. So maybe, well, they're going to depart now. Just behind there's a landing, and then order number 3.
Please note, the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing.
Cabin lights dimmed,
If you
not a
require
problem.
additional lighting, there's a reading light on the panel above you.
Some settings, cabin lights off. There you go, cabin lights off, now dark in the back. 330 Pinoy, it's available on Flights Not 2 as a freeware download. How do you do autopilot? Well, if you've any of those questions, Pino, you've got a long way to go. I've actually toured on the different default aircraft, so worth probably checking those out, because I'll walk through step by step how to activate autopilot, how to get systems to work. Yeah, so pretty worth giving those a look, dude. Alright, pre-takeoff checks, source brakes max, cabin signs on, cabin secure, spoilers armed, and takeoff config test. Takeoff config normal, we are good to go. Keeping on the webline at the moment, the aircraft on approach is currently all the truck's going to run over. The aircraft on approach is, yeah, he's on short final now, so he should be landing very soon. Ah, there they are, not visual. Generic pilot, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat, say hello, dude. Stephanie West trip, Tom, for the Monolith. It's a very, very beautiful city. Very different to anything I've experienced in the past in Finland. It's a very well. It's a former kind of industrial town, which now become very modernist and very punk. I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot out there. City I'll definitely hope to be returning to in the next year or so. Right. Which ones have them? Probably not. I'll look at them later. Right. Position. Aircraft is on the runway. They've okay, is there more traffic on final? Obviously not. Well, now it's for departure intention position holds. Lights on. Transponder on. TAR is set. Cabin crew, please take your seats for departure. Cabin crew, please take your seats for departure. So it's quite rough and bouncy little ground. Of course, yeah, they just announced they've vacated the runway and that they're going to be taking the gates, so runway's vacated, we are good to go. Chrono starts, takeoff, goes to 40. Engines 1-2 stable. Land 60, SRS runway, auto thrust blue, auto thrust set. 60 knots, 80 knots, 100, V1, rotate. Right, gear up. Thrust reduced to climb power. Flaps up. Keep on flight director, just get the aircraft back on course. Yeah, I think I actually will do it. So go back to the system, we'll do a flight director to upload to get to the next waypoint. Nope, not pilot in real life. It's always been a hobby for me, this flight sim. Always been a hobby. Was pilot active. Yeah, I've now taken control. 5 miles to the first waypoints. Let's do it. So up lev, insert direct, aircraft bank to the right. That right there, that's the port and harbour of Stavanger. Favourite plane, either 737 or 747, this the 73 or 747. Although the 350 does now have a close place to my heart. So I was in the flight with FlyLive on Wednesday. It's really, really good that. FlyLive, fantastic airline, without doubt, one of the best I've flown. Service is impeccable, the blueberry juice was fantastic. Seatback entertainment for a 3-hour flight, like, what was that? Yeah, I'll do so as soon as I get the videos ready, I'll start uploading the vlogs into the vlogging channel. 1000 feet, that light's off. But no, it really was, without doubt, one of the 350 was without doubt one of the best flights I've been on, no question. Great aircrafts, great price, all things considered. It was about €67, I think. Right now wanted 59 for their flight. It's a Stansted, so price-wise it makes sense. Yeah, I really enjoyed that A350. Really enjoyed it. Very, very comfortable aeroplane. I've never been on narrow bodies in the past. I've never really flown long distance before, so I've always been on narrow body aircraft, nothing fancy. But yeah, to get a 350 on such a short haul flight, because we even landed 12 minutes ahead of schedule, so it was normally a 3-hour 20 flight. We did it in 2 hours and 40, so we made a pretty good amount of time. Cruising at level 430, so we cruise at 43,000 feet. Stream option latency. My stream is set to the middle option for latency, I believe. So we'll check for you. My it's set to low latency, not ultra low, just normal low latency. I think Twitch is on ultra low, so get a quick on that. But nah, really enjoyed Finland. As ever, the people out there are fantastic. Some good friends out there. People I'm really close to, so nice to see them all again. Clouds in the sim, the scenery. It's supposed to be summer, so it's kind of like clear skies and blue, but what we've got at the moment is a really good mix of rainstorm at the moment. Sunset's going to be soon. The sun's quite low on the horizon, so it's going to look very gorgeous when it does hit down below. I haven't pre-ordered IVAO 484 yet, but I have seen it and I'm definitely going to purchase it, don't you worry. Let's get the Viva train and train sim. Never rode the District Line too much. I did it in my younger years, but then for so long I just never rode it. In the last like maybe 5 years of operation, I maybe used the Districts line twice. So never really got much of a think of the odd D stock. Richard went from Philippines to Manchester, an A380 in Manchester. Not a bad lot, group in there, original. Not a bad little group in that. Very, very good. So a bit of turbulence, I've got to see the sign off just yet. Just monitor the aircraft, which is going to go too bouncy. As soon as it becomes a little more stable, then the seatbelt sign almost certainly turned off. Passing now through level 190, 90,000 feet. So like your small unruly passengers flight deck, any couple of mosquitoes. Yeah, got bitten by mosquitoes everywhere. Really sunburnt, my arms are still bright red, my face tanned like nothing before. Finland, the country is associated with being really cold and snowy all the time, and yet it's by far the most sunburnt and tan I've ever left. Actually no, Greece. I left Greece really sunburnt. Finland's like not too far behind it. Greece I had a really bad pain for weeks in peeling because it all just got so bad. Lovely place, Athens and Lemnos, but I wouldn't go in the middle of summer again, that's for sure. And that is even with sunscreen. 20,000 feet, 21,000, level 210. Where we can see it's slowly improving as we coast, not as cloudy, not as covered. Distance behind. Winds, however, not sure much sign of improvement just yet. I'm still following around like to do that. Cruising altitude very shortly actually. What we'll do is stop check the radio frequencies. Well, yeah, that's correct. So 10.9, so 10.3, course 012, slope 3 degrees down. Gardermoen on 5.5. So we have a VOR also in position. We'll be sure to activate that. So it's the airports. So our entire flight path is all configured, so no issue there. Not using 320 yet, Nick, but mixed reviews in my opinion. Mixed reviews. I mean, as someone likes his high fidelity and high quality aircraft that has basic control every system, yeah, unfortunately for AppInTheAir, not quite for me. If people want me to look at it, I'll look at it, but certainly it's, yeah, again, for me, it's more of an Xbox product. If you got Xbox, then yeah, it's perfect for you. If you use PC, then, oh yeah, if you use PC, but maybe not a very good PC, then it should do you fine. If you've got PC and it's, you want something that's really high fidelity, then, yes. Not for you. Not Phoenix, Eleni, it's the Latin VFR A321 Neo. Latin VFR released it. Not sure I'm afraid, Danny. I don't use default MSFS navigation data, so I'm afraid not something I can really answer for you. Someone else knows to give them a shout, but quite something I can help you with. The A380 is in development, so original. Been quite about updates, yes, but developing aircraft does take time, so what I really say to that is be patient. It will come. It will come. As we finish off our climb, now passing 26 to 27,000, head over to our arrival performance. Start figuring that. So, runway 01 left, conditions at Gardermoen. Let's grab the meter for that. Oslo. There we go, right, so 2603 knots, clouds visibility okay, okay, no rain reported, plus 10 miles, so these things are pretty dry. Pull the meter up from the webs, and the landing weight estimated today to be at 64.49. 64.5. So that's as for a runway vacation point at Oslo. 01 left is down here. We want to vacate, I guess, relatively early to the terminal, so what we'll do. I think I depart from the end. Parking standards. I arrived into Oslo down here. Corridor, central bits. So yeah, it's kind of about, yeah, it's one of these stands here. Is it? Bear with me. I'm trying to figure out where I parked. Well, yeah, Baltic aircraft parked since I got to. Once he got to Oslo. First flights last time. Okay. Here we go. Right, this was parked at these coordinates here. Yeah, so I'm looking at around this bit. Stand 60 I'll do. Right, so I'm going to try to vacate around half down the runway then, which means we'll use medium air braking, reverse thrust sets, manual landing, flat stall, thrust, yes, so medium braking, max reversers, actually that's the runway at a pretty decent time. Let's wait to you, didn't use just yet. Now cruising altitude, level 290. Stuck in the thick of the clouds, so we'll leave the sign on since the aircraft's going to be bouncing the whole way through. Just watch your Finnair video. Very good, Oni. How are you? Mitakolo. Jelly Cabin 350 it is good, Diego. It's a very, very good aeroplane. Really enjoyed the 350. Beautiful, beautiful aeroplane. Great seats width. The seats recline was fantastic. I liked it a lot. Yeah, Finnair's 350, one of the best aircraft I've been in. It's been a while, yes, Jess, it's been a while, dude. How are you doing? Welcome back. East parts international flights, west tiers for domestic flights, something like that, Daniel, you are right. How's going to have quite a lot of financial problems. Hopefully we'll end up being another Air Berlin, Thomas Cook and Wow and Monarch. Scandinavian are too big to fail. They got so much backing from all the Scandinavian governments. They may rebrand and they may reshuffle, but I don't think they're too big to collapse. They provide so many public service routes in the Scandics that if they were to fall, it would cause so much problems for the people who live out here that they just can't. Right, it's now approaching top of descent. And inset the glide slope at an altitude of 3,500. Station data is all plugged in. Back to the meter for Oslo. QNH 1014. Temperature is 16 centigrade. Winds reporting 2603. Transition to Devon, and then our minimums today will be radio altimeter 109. Ladies and gentlemen, updates from the flights deck. We are just about halfway through our flights now to Oslo. Shortly hot for you. That's us in the next couple of minutes. Right now, we're pretty good at Oslo, around 16 degrees centigrade at the moment, and no rain being reported. Clear skies also around the airports. I hope you enjoyed the flight so far. Once again, we'll be landing very soon, and therefore if you need to use toilets, please do so now, because I'll be looking doors shortly for our preparation for landing. Thank you. Right, 3,500 sets, and set. So, end of cruise already, let's go down. Zortex, how are you doing? Welcome back. To do now, SAS Island, minutes that will be actually jack off now. Did you work for Scandinavian, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, you know. There's a lot of airlines register aircraft out in Ireland. Alitalia, before they failed, they're all Irish aircraft. Nope, I've not bought the E321. Latvia FR21 default 320 systems, not the top of my interest at the moment. If people want me to look at it, I can totally look at it, but it's not the number one aircraft on my list right now. Time will tell, time will tell. If people are desperate for me to fly it, so then I can probably pick it up at some points. Right, let's break through the clouds, and let's continue our descent. Thank you, Feds, for having done the live stream. Like CL Neo version 2. Probably Neo, Nicholas. It's quite a rare airplane, more fuel efficient, and generally a better aircraft all round. I hope so, because it's an upgrade to the CEO. Yeah, I do like Neo. It's a decent airplane. Smooth landing, we'll see, Ryan. The weather conditions are pretty good in Oslo right now, so if we're assuming I can stick landing, then yes, touch wood. Should get ourselves a good little landing today. Of course, I've not flown an airplane now in about 2 weeks, so hopefully my flight tools ain't a little bit rusty. Well, I've been flying real airplanes as a passenger, so I see nothing in flight sim as of late. So one negative of me going on holiday is that when I'm away from the country, I can't stream. I get premieres going and pre-upload videos, but I don't always have time for that. Which is why in September, I'm going to do like maybe a 10-day trip to America. Which we might see, so a couple of days in Washington DC, a couple of days in New York, maybe a day or two in Boston, do the West Coast, and then at some point in the future do the East Coast, so do San Francisco, do Los Angeles, and then do Seattle. Don't count on it. Oh, sometimes webs going on spare parts. Ah, yes, Aeroflots, yes. Yeah, they are in a bit of a predicament at the moment. Who's the other airline, the other big one in Russia? Did they reintroduce some old like old Illusion and the Yaklev aircraft, did they not? LUA, welcome back. Passing through 22,000. More drag, roger that. So now we are above where we should be at the moment. Aircraft is going to reduce its speed. Oh, manually at 250 knots. Work now. Try to catch up with the top descents. Joystick, I use the Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog. HOTAS Warthog for the Thrustmaster. Brakes still out. Oh yeah, we have caught up, have we? Go on then, put that into position, and aircraft hopefully now be able to continue its descent catch up. Worst case scenario, if we need to create a hold, we can do so at Valpo. That's 5,000 of Valpo, and from there that's the approach. So keep at it for now. 250 knots. So yeah, we probably should have held it at Ripham. 18,000 now. We need to go 12,000 in approximately 12 miles. We'll play catch up. MCR up and running, ready for the replays. Best cruise speed is A321, between Mach 0.76 and Mach 0.79. I've not done PAR in the Phoenix yet. I mean, I've already struggled enough at airports. Do I really risk doing it again? Yeah, PAR is quite a challenge. On my 2 streams at airports, I've had 2 go-arounds because of, well, I missed the approach. I keep looking at the wrong hill, and I realise, oh look, I'm well past the airport's position. Should be below 12,000 now. We are in fact passing through 40. We're only 2,000 above where we need to be. We're going to reduce down to 220 knots now. So more time to slow down and reduce the speed. Nope, don't drive an airplane in real life feds. Just a hobby, this flight sim. Just a hobby. Not particularly, Danny. Cruising speeds are pretty much the same for most of the aircraft of this class. 7.3s, 320s. Yeah, for these kind of aircraft, they're very similar cruising speeds. And even then, the wide bodies that fly transatlantic, trans-Pacific aren't that much faster anyway. We do get the benefit. Ooh, there we go, caught up. See the green dot now as flying above us. Yeah, so well, these wide bodies not that much faster. We benefit from high cruising altitudes. I think 220 knots as far as Valpo, and from Valpo switch over to this chart and get minutes onto the approach into Gardermoen. Got approximately 38 miles to go now. Cabin crew, 10 minutes to landing, 10 minutes.
Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing, 10 minutes.
As ever, the MSFS scenery really does blow me away. Lights on. Oh yeah, flying to Oslo today in that, yes. Hold at 11,000 through to Valpo on this approach path. Continue descent once we
We have begun our final
leave.
descent into Oslo. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and secure the
Just to
full
our right hand
operation.
side,
Please
that
also
over
store
there
any
is
carry-on
the city of
items
Oslo
either in the
itself.
back pocket or under the seat cushion. Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics.
When we're landing, well, got 40 minutes spot on the screen there. On the top showing an ETA of 21:33 Zulu, so I'll let you do the maths. Welcome, Mr. Rickles, how you doing? Long channel chat, how did so, dude? How are you, Ricky? We're on the spoilers now, in preparation for landing. With the way I can use flights to both Oslo airports, Torp and Oslo. Torp. So Oslo Torp, which itself is in Sandefjord, I think. No. Torp is in. I never remember where Torp is located. So originally with Ryanair, when I flew to Oslo the first time, I was going to do both airports. I was going to fly into Gardermoen and then leave at Torp. But Ryanair cancelled the tram flight from Torp, and so I got a free transfer to the Gardermoen flight on the same day instead. Works out in my favour actually. It is right, Sandefjord. There you go. Yeah, so originally I was going to fly to both airports, but Ryanair cancelled the Torp flight, and I just got another Gardermoen return instead. It worked out in my favour in the end because it meant that I could just stay in Oslo for a few more hours, or I'd take the bus in the morning, and ultimately I got to sit in front of the engine actually as well, because I already pre-booked the seats sit behind the wings I normally do, but instead, because I couldn't rebook the seats, the guy on the chat centre was like, oh yeah, no problem, just tell me what seat you want, if it's available I'll just give it to you, so yeah, it worked out very, very nicely for him in the end. Also, Oslo Airport, I think it's like the only airports that Ryanair uses JetBridge at as well, because the fees for them are so cheap at Oslo Gardermoen, if not included for free, that Ryanair opted to use them, which is pretty good. So I've been to Oslo. I've flown into Oslo 3 times, twice to go out into the city, once as a stopover to Tampere last week. All 3 times to do inbound with Ryanair, all 3 times using JetBridge to escape the aircraft, and it is very, very, very nice. Not a scene you often get to that airline. Photo of it. Yes, it is. Yes, there you go. Ryanair jet bridge. Very rare sight. Aircraft's now continuous descent. Main systems on and on. Pass had a look around because it was raining. Thank you, Feds. Glad you enjoyed the watch. Update to Unicom to announce our position. Right, check the meter, altimeter, probably still 1014. Correct. Cabin crew, please prepare for landing. Cabin crew, please prepare for landing. Right, let's do it, shall we? So, any second now, we're going to have a left hand turn. That gets us onto the approach path for the runway. Still bang on for the altitude, which should be good. Hopefully that airport should now come into sight. Over there. We might open just in case, but I think that may be it. Yes, the freeway sensor is on flights not 2, that's correct. Ah, hello Oslo. The aircraft's trying to localise it itself. It's far more accurate than doing it off the systems itself. So again, our path guide us once we show to approach mode and bring the aircraft into land. All goes to plan. As soon as we hit the Xela waypoint on top of the glide slope, that's signal to us the moment we start our top descent on the glide slope. See, bang on already. Just got the aircraft centre itself. course at 200 knots. So we're sending the fixes circles, because in the world I can easily manage without it. Your name is Stavanger. Stavanger. Thank you. That's one. Waiting sights. Richmond arms. Dual AP sets. So Unicom that we are establishing runway 01 left. Yeah, flight plan read 01 left there, Henrik. I know 01 right is probably more actively used runway here. 01 left is on our flight plan today. Bye Feds, have a good night. So again, no circles, no filter based on this. 9 miles DME.
2,500.
Reduce to 120 knots. So our minimum approach speed for this one is 137 knots, standing 132. And cam active. That's 2. .160 knots. Gear down. Bit of crabbing going on. Yeah, we're going to be just approach this now. Right, reduce to 137. That's 4. So RPM checks. Gear down, 3 greens, flaps are set landing, spoilers armed, cabin secure. Presuming we have landing clearance, checks complete. So far so good. Latest Cat 3 George is fine.
1,000.
1000, stable approach. Autopilot deactivates. Control.
$500. $100 above. Minimum.
Minimums continue.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard.
Idle throttle. Bounce that. Reverse is set. 100 knots. 80 knots. This exit point, 6 knots reverse is cut. Again, next right. Well, that was a bit firmer than I'm certainly used to.
Oslo. The local time is 9:38
AP will
p.m.
start.
and it's currently about 16 degrees Celsius.
Transponder
Now use your mobile
off.
devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete
Systems
stop
off.
and the seatbelt sign is turned off.
And
Remember to
flaps
use
can
caution when
go
opening
up.
the overhead bins, as items may have shifted during the
We
flight.
have got the replay, don't forget, functionality from the passenger perspective. Feel free to stick around to the very end. Start the chrono. In total, 41 minutes, 46 seconds. See you at the bar. And that's off, tax lights sets. I'll tell you what, we'll go to the very standard we departed from with Air Baltic when we went to Tumblr from Oslo. So it stands just in front of us here, stand 60, which is that one. And then we go into our terminal, and I'll just, well, I'll then just wow myself for how realistic it looks. Oh my gosh, I was here a week ago, it looks so good. Flew out last Friday to Tumblr, so 24 hours, a week ago now, so it'll be 1 in the morning. I'll be at my mate's place asleep. Yeah, it was a good trip. Really enjoyed Finland. I'll be back again soon. It's 6:04. It was, to be fair. Does it actually work? Keep crawling. What's that is no. Okay, hold position. Parking brake sets. APU bleed on. Everything looks good. Engines off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Oslo Gardermoen. Now, time right now is approximately 20 to midnight. Temperature outside at 15 degrees centigrade. We thank you for flying with Scandinavian. We hope you enjoyed the flight with us today, and we hope to see you again in the very near future. Camera crew, this time doors on the cross check, please. Thank you very much. Oops. Yeah, just a little bit beyond the the jet bridge there. Oh well. So this one's off. Yeah, there we have it. Welcome to Oslo. So you can see that time as well. As we disembark. Go into the terminal. Speaking of which, let's have a look inside. Yeah, no, that's not too bad. See, it was fenced off there. There's a big kind of building thing here which is all secured off. I remember seeing these benches. Yep, these benches are here. That's good. There should be a shop just kind of in the middle somewhere. Can't see it though on this occasion. The central bit of terminal. Yeah, there's a few shops. Yeah, it's a really good scenery this for a freeware. Very, very good scenery. There's your security bits. Yeah, no, this is a more than true to life recreation of Gardermoen. Ah, is that where I was in one of these stands? I think actually no, I was in this stand in real life, which was stand 60, so ignore what I was saying earlier. Past one along, but no, really good that. Really, really good. Next might be tomorrow then, look. This was just a quick stream to get myself back into the flow of things now I'm back home in the UK and well, hopefully ready to stream more frequently now. Right, menu, end flights, after reports. Scandinavian 4023, 320 from Stavanger to Oslo Gardermoen, 39-minute flight time, plan departure 20:59, departure 58, plan arrival 39 or 38, so minute ahead of schedule for both sides. 170 passengers, satisfaction 95%, landing at 936, a bit heavy there, 3 minutes. So a little heavy on the landing. Passengers to most part didn't seem too bad about that. I'll drop the flight reports in chat so it's also a bit more detail. Says on tomorrow, probably not Danny because I'm at work tomorrow. Get a short haul after work. Alright, so let's disconnect from IVAO. Thank you for the traffic today. Got some good aeroplanes on the direction of Stavanger as well as the departure. Right, aircraft's disconnected. Flights will end on PACX and IVAO. Now restart the engines and prepare the aircraft for the replays. So panel states, ready, activate, start the engines, open the doors and get rid of all the ground stuff. Let's do this, shall we? Twitchy the noises, are they? Right, landing from the left hand side. Scenery out here, absolutely sublime, absolutely adore it. Oh, what's the game how doing? What channel chats? Oof. Yeah, that was definitely a bit of a shine of that one, I must admit. Passengers from the right hand side just a bit more comfy? Probably not. Yeah, the bounce played its part there, did it? We'll do some external view landings as well, just going to see how it looks from the runway point of view. Also, landing gear. Landing gear is going to be quite interesting one as well. I use FlightControlReplay for replays, Kyle. It's a payware mod, it's called FlightControlReplay. Oof. Too out of the flare there. I flared too late, I pulled the interact too early. That pulled me out. It's a bit too late on the plane back, and the engines were active for a bit too long. So ourselves in the relative position of touchdown. With 100 feet and click on play. Blame on the bad weather, a slight crosswind, bounce and touchdown. I'm going to blame on the bad weather. That sounds like a viable option. So, yeah, only short stream tonight. I guess that brings us to the end of that. So that was the Fenix Sim 320 Scandinavian Airlines on the flights from Stavanger to Oslo Gardermoen. About an hour or so start to finish, so not too bad. And I think that stuff only went for sim up like 10 for wind gusts. So yes, that's going to be quite a thing there, Connie, you are right. But yeah, that's it for today. Nice little flights. Not a bad way to load things. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Do subscribe if it's already. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you soon tomorrow. Hopefully at a slightly better time, slightly earlier time for slightly longer flights. Yeah, take care. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.